The secret sauce, the aioli sauce, really makes it.
Hey guys, I'm Leigh Scheps with InsideEdition.com. While all of us are at home, one of the biggest things we're talking about is food and what to cook. So I decided to make some Krabby sliders from Feast of Fiction cookbook. They are inspired by SpongeBob SquarePants' Krabby Patties.
Everyone loves Krabby Patties.
And the YouTube hosts, Jimmy and Ashley, are going to show me how to make it because they make all these fun recipes on their YouTube channel, all inspired by pop culture. Hey guys, what's up?
How's it going? Excited to cook. Well, not me. Ashley's gonna work through the recipe with you. I'll be here to answer questions.
Well, you gotta have one right now.
I was also thinking how this is the real Inside Edition because we're all inside.
Inside, yeah.
Dude, you're the pun master today.
Ashley, so I've got all my ingredients laid out for me on the table. So run me through, what are we doing?
Okay, so first we're gonna make the sauce, which is an aioli tartar sauce kind of mix. I have a bowl of mayonnaise. We're going to add our onions and our dill pickles, and then vinegar, and as well as your turmeric powder, which seems like a lot, but we wanted it to represent SpongeBob, so it's yellow.
When I was collecting the ingredients for this, I was like, do I have turmeric? You know what, I did have it. But if you don't have turmeric, is there a substitute? Because I know people can't get so many ingredients right now if they can't go to the grocery store.
Honestly, if you don't have turmeric, I don't think it's completely necessary. It's more just a twist on an aioli and a tartar sauce combined. And we wanted to kind of tint it in a way that resembled SpongeBob or reminded people of it.
All right, so what's the next step?
Okay, so the next step is the Krabby Patties. You have your big bowl ready, and we're just going to combine all of the ingredients for the Krabby Patties. So you're going to add the crab meat.
How much crab meat?
8 ounces. You could use fresh, imitation, you could use it from a can. It's really whatever you can find or whatever you prefer.
Add in the bowl with the crab meat, 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 2 teaspoons of chopped parsley, 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1.5 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning, 2 large eggs, and 1/2 cup of chopped scallions.
Okay, so the one thing I don't have is the scallion. So should I put something else in as a substitute?
No.
Yeah, you're fine.
I realized I didn't have it this morning.
I don't have Dijon, so I'm just using regular, but I love Dijon.
And I do have Dijon. And I don't have Old Bay seasoning, so I'm using Cajun.
Yep, great substitute.
Tell me about your YouTube channel. You guys cook all different foods inspired by pop culture.
So this idea came about 9 years ago, back in 2011.
This week's feast.
Sunlight souffle.
It was a question that I had posed to my brother over the kitchen table, which is what is something that should exist on YouTube that doesn't exist yet? And our solution, my answer was, it'd be really cool to see all those foods from your favorite books, movies, TV shows come to real life.
This week's feast.
Butterbeer.
Don't be serious.
So this week we're making Sansa Stark's favorite dessert, lemon cake.
They're delicious.
Reptar bars!
Because when you see them on screen or when you read them on the page,
I want my Reptar bar.
they just seem so appetizing and so delicious, but no one's ever really brought that to life yet. And through that, I needed to find a co-host and someone that was able to actually do a lot of the baking and a lot of the cooking that I had no idea how to do.
I need Ashley.
Not to mention making stuff like decorated cakes.
This week's feast.
Minecraft cake.
Required a whole nother world of artisanal craftsmanship that I had no idea what to do with. So I met Ashley and we just sort of got things going, and it's been smooth sailings ever since.
My favorite part of the story is that you met at Disneyland through mutual friends.
We were just talking back and forth, and she mentioned that she loved to do baking. So I asked her, Ashley, would you like to come guest on the show and be a guest helper for this one episode? And I essentially conned her into being the full-time host.
And here you are.
Here we are. One cookbook later.
So here we got everything mixed. Does mine look like yours?
Yeah. So the egg is a bonding agent. It's going to really hold the ingredients together when you fry it so it doesn't fall apart. More important than the scallions, that's for sure.
Okay, good. everyone pretty much has eggs. That's like the first thing to go on people's.
Yeah, I hope so.
We're gonna shift over here.
We're shifting over as well.
Shifting.
Time to fry the patties.
Oh look, here's Matt. Back up a little bit, Matt.
I put a ton of olive oil in.
Nice. Just coat the whole thing with heat. Obviously, it's going to be able to spread a little more. Since we're frying both sides, and there's a lot of product in here to fry as well, you want to make sure there's a nice, even coating across the whole thing.
You guys have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube in 9 years. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a milestone. We have the whole plaque from YouTube as well. Ashley has a copy in her house somewhere.
Ours is in our office, so we haven't seen it in a few months. But
Okay, I got my oil heating up on like medium high, I guess.
Perfect. Medium heat's good. And then we're going to go ahead and shape our patties. You have regular size buns that we're really excited to try. I guess make your patties according to the buns that you have. So if you don't have slider buns, regular hamburger buns are fine. Regular bread is fine. They taste delicious.
So just use my hands.
Yeah, use your hands. And they should be shaped like a patty.
They're going to shrink a little bit in the pan, so you make them just a little bit larger. Nice, yeah. Between you and Ashley, I think you guys know how to make a burger here.
you did the Minecraft cake. What's been the best other pop culture recipe that you've done?
Oh man, there's so many. In the cookbook, I think the one that's resonated with the most people and the one that people have commented to us the most about is the shortbread, direwolf shortbread from Game of Thrones. There's a really iconic scene where one of the characters gives the main character this beautiful looking bread that's shaped like a direwolf, and we recreated that with our own sort of twist on the recipe.
I hear talk you make a mean Krabby Patty.
Krabby Patties aren't actually a real thing. This is your interpretation of what they would be if they were a real food item.
At the end of the day, it's really up to the artist's interpretation of how you want to make this real to the show and to real life. There's even debate about what is in the Krabby Patty because Mr. Krabs is a crab, so putting crab in the Krabby Patty seems insane, but it's also something that the show wouldn't sort of shy away from, which is eating crabs as a person that is a crab. So it's something that we always joke about and think about, but I think for the authenticity of what a Krabby Patty is, it's gotta be crab.
Because then it would be like cannibalism.
Yes, correct.
So we have to flip these at some point, right?
Yeah, so it's about 3 minutes per side, but when they start browning and kind of crisping up.
Yeah, these are looking like a good flip. Ashley, you love cooking. Tell me a little bit about your background.
I do. Well, I'm a baker by trade, self-taught baker.
Jimmy, you are in the new live action Mulan.
Yes, I am. I play a character named Ling, which is one of the characters that was also in the original as Mulan's army friend. And we got to film that all the way back in 2018. It was originally supposed to come out at the end of March, but obviously due to worldly concerns, it's been pushed back. I'm really excited for everyone to see it though, and especially when it's safe to return to the theaters and see it with other people.
Oh man, ours are looking amazing.
Yeah, they're almost done. I'm trying to brown one side a little bit more.
Feel free to put the buns in the pan after you cook your Krabby Patties to kind of brown them before adding the condiments and the accoutrement.
Yeah, and you can soak up all of the extra sort of stuff left behind from the Krabby Patty as it cooked in there.
All right, so I'm getting my buns ready. Buns. This isn't my first time doing a cooking segment. When I was in high school, I was
No way.
on my own TV show.
What was it called?
Cooking's Best at HHS.
Welcome to Cooking's Best at HHS. I'm your host for this evening, Leigh Scheps.
How long did it take you to put together this recipe?
It took about 6 months.
I've got my 6 Krabby sliders and they look good. So run me through, we just gotta put this all together, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
It's assembly time.
Assembly time. So first we're going to add the aioli sauce, kind of like a condiment, Again, if you didn't make this sauce, you could add mustard, mayo, ketchup, however you enjoy a Krabby Patty or a crab cake sandwich, that's what you can enjoy. And then we are going to add the Krabby Patty and then add a slice of cheese.
So in this case, I found some Gouda, so I picked that. And then tomato, right? And lettuce.
Tomato and lettuce.
I think I'm I'm gonna put some more aioli on the top. What do you think, Matt? We're
Oh,
looking at
heck
it.
yeah.
As he's nodding, as someone who's gonna eat this for lunch today, he's like, yeah.
Double it up.
Okay, cheers.
The secret sauce, the aioli sauce, really makes it.
Yeah, it's a nice little kick right against the Krabby Patty, and it adds that layer that you really like, I think, for a Krabby Patty. Good old crab cakes and burgers.
You know what we say.
The only people who don't like a Krabby Patty